Welcome to Sunday Brunch, powered in part by Backyard on Bell and Classic of Denton. The views and opinions expressed by the show hosts and their guests are those of the show host and guests, and not necessarily those of the sponsors, DentonRadio.com, or the Denton Convention and Visitors Bureau. For more information, visit the Policies and Procedures page at DentonRadio.com.
Good Sunday, everybody. It's nice to have y'all with us today. You are tuned into the Sunday Brunch right here on DentonRadio.com, sponsored by the wonderful, the glorious Backyard on Bell. My name is Kind Beats. I'm going to be bringing y'all a set of funky originals today. Last week we did some real chill stuff. We're going to get a little bit more funky today. Started off right here with I made this about a year ago. Let's get into the mix here. Y'all enjoy the music y'all hear today. Make sure you head on down to Backyard on Bell. After watching this, from 2 to 5, we'll be down there hanging out for the Sunday vibe. I'll be playing another set down there live. And we got the homie Mosi Vito coming out. And we got a new homie, too. Hold on, let me find him. His name's like a whole bunch of letters.
Okay.
Just all strung together. I don't know. It's DRNRDX. I don't know if it's like Dr. Nerdix or Durix. I'll find out when I meet him. I've never met the dude, so we'll find out soon enough. This is pretty much going to be my set from Harvest House on Friday night, so if you missed that, then this is it. It was a good mix. I've enjoyed it. Kind of split the music up into more of the chill sets and then kind of the more funky stuff. Playing a few older tracks here now. Getting right into it. can find this track right here on Music to Cuddle 2, Volume 3. Or actually, no, this is Volume 2. This is old school. This is like the first kind of funk stuff I started sampling. Little Teddy Pendergrass with TKO right here. I don't know what I actually titled this one on the album, but it's just called Before I Go to Work Beat.
I was gonna ask what you were doing when you made it.
Yeah, I made it a long time ago. This is an older one too. I remember it was before I was going to work at LSA.
Oh, you were at Ellis? Okay.
Oh yeah. Sorry about that. Homies are blowing up the group chat. You know how it is. Yeah, man, I'm about to take a break from the sample and stuff, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, today I was working on a track, and, I don't know. I was kind of like, I think it's just time to really, I'll do it when I feel like it,
Yeah.
But I always kind of get in these states, though, where I'm like, okay, I've sampled a whole bunch. Now I got to make something of my own, So
Yeah.
I have to do that, I don't know if I'll ever, completely be tired of sampling, but... there does come a time when you're like, okay.
You need some Kind Beats original sounds.
Yeah, and I can do it too.
Mm.
So that's why I'm like, I should do that. And I have found, man, I'm getting better reactions from my friends who are beat makers, your peers.
Yeah.
I'm getting better reactions from them with my original stuff than my sampled stuff. And I think it's because they know it's sampled, and they're just not as impressed, One of those things.
I guess I could see that, man.
It could be, I don't know. But, yeah. Plus, it puts music in a new perspective, and I never know what I'll come up with. Like the first song that I've submitted to Spotify for playlist, for them to see if they want to put it on a playlist, is something I made on myself, not even my sampled stuff. This is pretty old school. This one right here. I'll always tell people, everybody please put your cell phones away. And then I'll be like, yo, come on, man. We just talked about this. Yeah, every once in a while I get a laugh. Most of the time I get groans.
Oh, those are all
bad.
the second-time listeners. the second-time concert attendees. They're like, oh.
Oh, man, good times. But yeah, starting it off with some older stuff. We'll start to work into some new stuff here in a minute, and some favorites of mine. But yeah, just kind of going through the set right now. My funky original vibe set right here. Got an unreleased new track that's about to hit right now, so. So there's a funny story about this track. I wanted to listen to it in the car, make sure it passed the car test. But SoundCloud wouldn't let me upload it. It's the first track in a long time of all my sampling where they caught me, like they were like, this sounds like this song, and you don't have the rights to do that. Very rarely happens to me because I usually chop stuff up quite a bit.
It was an automatic, like, instant thing.
Yeah, like, you know, it would upload it, and then if I reloaded the page, it would be like, yo, we got, like, this isn't, you know, you sampled this. It sounds like your song contains parts of this song. And I'll be like, well, yeah, it does. So, so I looked up, like, what to do about that, you know, like if there was any way for me to upload it or anything. And so there's one suggestion that says, or it was the same page that was like, you can put 8 seconds of silence before it, and it won't pick it up. It goes, or you can pitch shift it. Well, I pitch shift songs all the time.
Right.
So I pitch shifted 1, still caught it. Pitch shifted 2, still caught it. 3, still caught it. 4, didn't catch it.
So 4 is the magic mark.
So 4 was the magic number as far as that's concerned.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and I found that really interesting just to see like when their system stopped recognizing it as the original.
It's a specific threshold.
Yeah, so here's what it sounds like. Like I can show y'all real quick. It's still not bad. But you can really hear a difference.
I guess alternatively, you could go 4 down. Go for like
yeah,
some
here,
Houston
check
vibes.
that out. Here, we'll even slow it down.
Swing in the left, well, pop that.
Yeah.
Swinging.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, well, and so then we go back to like the original. But yeah, I thought that was really interesting just to like experiment.
Definitely beats 8 seconds of silence.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a track killer.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, I won't do that. If anything, I just won't upload it. It'll just be, you know. Or I'll put it on Spotify. We'll see what happens there.
Ollie, I'm in love with you.
A classic.
I'll say it. I think this is my favorite Kind Beat song.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Nice. It always gets a good mood going. Yeah, it's one of my favorite to play too. It's just like most people aren't in a bad mood after I play this.
You can't frown with this song.
Yeah, it's hard to frown. Why would you? Why would you frown with this one playing? I'm gonna go ahead and play through this next part right here. Usually I kind of transition from here, but sometimes you just gotta let it play. Yeah, it's hard to walk away from those violins.
Absolute crime to skip that. What?
For the kids, you know? Hold on a sec. Gotta answer the girlfriend. She called in the food.
Oh,
This is important. This
that's
is
an
important.
one.
Yeah. Just gotta let her know. Sounds good. How long was that? Gotta make sure we're on time with these things. Okay, cool.
It's called Sunday brunch for a reason.
Exactly, man. I gotta eat too.
I love you. I love you. I love you.
That always gets heads to turn, man. Especially
yeah.
right around Christmas time. It's perfect. People love it. Gotta get people's attention too.
Oh, yeah.
Just click the music off all of a sudden. What? Got some new stuff coming up right here. Gonna have to do a little editing now. Let's just say I have Bill O'Reilly yells a little something that I can't put on the air right there.
Something about doing it
Yep.
a certain kind
We'll
of
do
way.
it
Ah,
live.
there it is.
Yeah. And he gets real angry. It's a hilarious clip.
That's one for the YouTube Legends
Oh, definitely.
Hall of Fame.
Goodness. But yeah, this one got quite a bit of love from the peoples. This one right here. One just gets going, man. I love it. I personally really like this beat. I'm happy I made this one. That's just me, though.
The world is happy you made this one.
This is normally one I can't help but play all the way through as well.
So I think I get the love for what I do.
See, like this kind of sampled stuff, ooh, I love this. But I really feel like it's got to be right now. You know, it's got to really feel good. Like, I think I'm going back into my catalog and I'm resampling a lot of the same stuff. So I need to stop doing that. I got to find some new stuff to sample for sure. You know, I can't be, you know, this
Dipping
is...
in the same pond.
Yeah, I can't be doing that over and over again. It's not right, you know? I'm cheating my fans.
But it's if you can flip it creatively, the
Yeah,
same
oh,
sample
for
could
sure.
be, you know.
Yeah, but there's just a lot more stuff I can, like... I mean, I have so many friends that make so many beats where it's like they'll just send like the stems, like just parts of the songs, and you can make a whole beat that way. So really, it's just more about still making music, but just trying to do it a different way. If I find something like this where I'm like, ooh, I can chop that up, you know, but I don't want to pull from my catalog that I've already done it. It's always got to be new and fresh.
Yeah.
That's what I got to do. That's how I'm feeling.
Fresh
That's how I feel
beats.
right now, okay? That's how I feel. fresh baked. Fresh baked beats. Speaking of which, I got a new one coming up right here. Not yet at the end of this track. I'm gonna go ahead and play this one through. If you're liking this vibe, it's called On Lunch. It is on my Spotify and my SoundCloud. You can find those under Kind Beats. Y'all have been tuned in to the Sunday Brunch right here on DentonRadio.com, sponsored by the lovely, the gracious, the notorious Backyard on Bell. Make sure you'll stop on by after the show if you're tuning in. I'll be playing another set down there from 2 to 3. And then we got the homies Mosa Vito and DRDXN. I don't know how he pronounces it. Maybe it's just all that stuff. I have no clue. But we're happy to have everybody out there. Come and chill with us. So your first mimosa's on me. Holler.
My money's on Dr. Dan.
Yeah, you think it's Dr. Dan?
Or Dr. Don.
Dr. Don. It could be Dr. Don. I don't know.
Tune in next week for the closure
It's
on
always
this
fun. People are
situation.
like, where's that voice coming from? I hear someone talking, but I can't see them. All right, well, let's work our way into some new stuff right here. See how these vibes work out. So like the last three I really like. As far as how they're sampled and how they sound, I really like that. And so, but this new one, man, this one that I was working on today. Let's see what this ends up looking like here. Yeah, see, gross. Can't have that. It's just like a big block of noise. There's nothing, not enough dynamics. Ain't doing that to the kids. Ugh. I must confess, I'm going to probably play this one all the way through, too. Because it just gets to such a good part here in a little bit, you know? It's about to get real bumping here in a second.
That's the thing. When they're dynamic, you can't let it skip that last part.
I know, that's what's fun.
It's like-
I know, that is one of the struggles, though, as far as when you're up there DJing. That's why I do bring instruments sometimes, you know, because I can play along with stuff and sample stuff, and Sup. Old homies back there. It's like this part right here, dude. Just all comes to like a climax, you know what I mean?
The payoff. You
Yeah.
Can't, you can't not let them have the payoff. Like,
I can't do it to him.
kind of beats it for the people.
Mm-hmm. Like when I play this one at Harvest House, man, I go crazy. So much fun. It's just bumping all around me. Just, like I said, they know what a monitor diva I am over there, so Zach and Cameron always make sure it's turned up for me. Let's hit it with an old school. I made this beat, man, after this girl who I dated for a while broke up with me.
Okay.
Went to a music festival, came home and broke up with me for some dude that she met at the festival.
Oh.
It was heartbreaking at the time, but I turned around and I was like, okay, this is like a terrible feeling. I need to make a really good song. I need to make a song that's the totally opposite of how I feel.
Yeah.
And so I made this one called Summer City. And it was one of the first tracks that really kind of like encapsulated like the sound I was trying to capture. And it took a long time for me to make it. I mean, you know, I was sitting at my computer for a long time that day, putting it all together and coming up with all these different pieces and things I wanted to do with it.
That's fire,
And
man.
yeah, so I made this, and it was the first one that I ever had on like KNTU 88.1 that I got on the radio. So that was real cool. Got an interview and all that kind of stuff with it. So it's a really special track for me because it's that track. You know, it's
That's
like the
crazy.
track where you're like, oh man, I made this, and now this is how I feel.
Channeled some energy. That's
Yeah, exactly. I'm about to show with another old school one too. Right on. And then this next track, this was maybe 2 years ago. This one was put on it was a Brooklyn record label that hit me up about this, that liked this track. And I was like, okay. So I had to send them like the original, and they mastered it, which was cool because I'd never had a track professionally mastered.
yeah.
But I'll show you but I'm bringing it in right now. These two tracks just blend really well together. It's pretty much like a seamless mix. But you can tell a difference with the compressors and things that they put their stuff through as far as the clarity and how everything's the highs and the lows and all that. So it did make a big difference. I hit this dude up again to see like what he charged to master stuff, but I never heard back. Who knows? Got a few tracks left in the mix. And see, this is another one. This is another one where like the end of the song, like the last minute and a half, is like my favorite part. It's like the whole making of the song just leads to the last minute and a half.
So do you start it late, or do you just play the whole thing through?
I just play the whole thing through.
Okay, well, that's the right choice. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I get my next track all lined up and stuff. Who is messaging me? Why y'all talking? Okay. Yeah, you know, get the next track settled, talk a little bit on the mic, you know, things of that nature. Usually right there, I'll yell, switch up.
Fire.
It's a good switch, man. I like that. I like this part. I really don't even know how I came up with this part. It just kind of happened. That's the part right there.
You can't miss it. You can't.
You can't miss it, man. It would just be so wrong to not play this part. I couldn't do it. I'd feel incomplete. I actually forgot to play it at my last set, and I was like, oh no, how could I leave that one out for the people? But that's a good thing, because that means I have other tracks that I like just as much, you know?
There you go.
So I got rid of another one, and then this one's in there this time. I got another one that I really like. I like the way this next one falls. There wasn't even a way to like make that song really end. I just faded it out. It's like, that's just how we're gonna do that one right there. Little dubstep growling there, you know, for my roots. My first EDM love was definitely dubstep. The next one I'm gonna play, my buddy Lee's dad loves. He's from England, and his dad comes up to me after our last show that I had, and they were all there, and his dad was like, "That last one was a tune, man. It was a tune." He's like, "You gotta sing me that. It was a tune." I was like, "Oh, yes. If it's called a tune, you know it's good." So I'm gonna go ahead and mix into that one. Yeah, it's going to be the last track in the mix today. Hope y'all have enjoyed it. I've had a good time. Once again, I'll be playing another set down at Backyard on Bell here in just a little bit. Going to boot, scoot, and boogie that way. Because I got to be there soon. Get the set underway. But they're holding it down. They're holding it down. What's crazy is that horn is a completely different sample than the song I sampled.
Oh,
it's from like a horn sample pack, and I was just like, oh.
Yeah.
And I actually didn't like this track the way it first turned out when I first made it. I didn't feel like it was loud enough. But then once I like played it on a system, at like a venue, I was just like, no, it's fine.
The certified tune.
It's a certified tune, dude. And if it's a tune, it's a good tune. All right?
Never heard of a bad tune.
I've never heard a bad tune in my life. Oh man, once again, a lot of love to y'all for tuning in today. Much love to Backyard on Bell for sponsoring the show, keeping us on the air. Can't do it without their support. Can't do it without y'all's support watching the show. Make sure you like, reshare, and just go like DentonRadio.com, and maybe go like my page too. I will see y'all next time right here on DentonRadio.com for Sunday Brunch. Peace.
Well, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. We want to thank our partners and sponsors who made this show possible. And now stick around for a word from all of us here at Discover Denton. Tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. We want to thank our partners and sponsors who made this show possible. And now stick around for a word from all of us here at Discover Denton. Do you love live music? If so, make Denton, Texas your next vacation. Find more information at discoverdenton.com.